Hi there folks, welcome back to Dunzy's Guitar World 2 and welcome back to 1980, welcome back to Metal Rendezvous, welcome back to some more easy to play Krokus guitar riff lessons. So this song is called Lady Double Dealer. The expectation level here is I'm going to show you how I think the main couple of riffs go in this song. There is no lead work in this lesson, it's simply based for people who just want to jam along with a record, just play the chords. That's all my channel is about, helping people along the way to jam along with, you know, some of the favourite albums from yesteryear. So we are in standard tuning, which is always a huge bonus. Let's do it. This is quite boogie-ish as well, so let's go on with it. So the first thing we play an A chord, and then we play this chord which Krokus love. It's the open A, 4th fret of the D string. Now we're barring across the 2nd fret, so we're playing the 2nd fret of the G, and we're playing the 3rd fret of the D, and we play it a bit like Rosalie, the song. So we're just hammering those fingers on. I will change the angle so you can see what I'm doing. We're just hammering on from the A chord. I think he starts with a and then that 2nd chord is open A, 4 of D, we're barring across the 2nd fret, so it's 2 of G and then 3 of D. So we're hammering those 3 notes on. So it does take a little bit of time to get that up to speed, you know, hammering on 3 notes and then back off, back on. So that is the first chord, and then we move away up here. So it's a similar kind of chord, so we're on the 9th fret of the D and G strings, and then we do this. So what that is, we're hitting the open A again, but this time we're playing 11 of D, barring across on 9, so we're playing 9 of G and 10 of B, and it's like that first one, you're kind of hammering on. So the 2 chords together. I'll zoom into these fingers. So it's still open A, 11 of D, we've got our bar across 9, so it's 9 of G and 10 of B. And then we go down to a D power chord, just 5 of A, 7 of D, play that and then back to the open A. But it's quite a sort of lazy move back to the open A, so I'll play it in context slowly. It goes da 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 down. I'll change the angle again and play all that part together slowly. And then we finish that with an open E to the 3rd fret of the E, slight bend, and then back in to that measure again. So all together. And then we're into the verse, which is around the chords A, E, and I think just a D5. I don't think there's any note on the top string. So it's like a 12 bar, like status quo. So it's open A, and then 2nd fret of the D, and then we come down to, I use my pinky to the 4th fret of the D. To an E, to a D, to the A. So the first two are just simple like that. There's no embellishments which the guitarists add later on to the third, fourth ones. So the embellishments are like that, again very sort of 12 bar rock and roll. The embellishments are open A, 3, 4 of A, over to 2 of D, and then open E to the third fret of the E, slight bend back into the A, 12 bar chord again. So slowly, this is what the third and fourth ones are like on the verse. And then we're into the chorus, so I'll play it first and then explain it. So there's quite a lot in that, probably more than all the rest of the parts. So the first two chords are G and D to an A. Try and focus my camera, sorry. So it's G, D, then A, and then this run which I'll show you. So it's a bit like the one we did in the verse, but we finish on the second fret of the G string, which is that A note, and play it twice. So the first part of the chorus. Same G, D again. So we finish that one with, after the A we play 5, 3, 2 on the bottom E, open, back to 2 on the bottom E. Maybe some palm muting back here. So I'll play those first two parts. So the third one is the same as the first one, and then we finish with this E, just like an E power chord. Play the bottom E string again, slide from 2 to 4, 2 to 4, over to 2 of the A string. So I'll play what we've got so far in context. So it's 2 back to 4, 5, this is all in the A string, back to 4, back to 5, up to 7, all in the A string. So that very last part goes. And then we're back in to another verse. So I'll play the whole of the chorus slowly. And that is the three main riffs from the song Lady Double Dealer by Krokus from the album Metal Rendezvous What a name for an album, Metal Rendezvous with two cars crashing. It's just classic heavy metal from 1980. As ever folks, I do hope that was helpful. It's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you easy to play guitar lessons on Dunsi's Guitar World 2. Cheers for now.